Today we are going to talk about Captain America and the first Avengers. Captain America is my favorite Marvel character. I just thinking the way of they explain the story of Captain America is a really like a cool story to him. And Chris Evans just plays Captain America so well, and because like I don't even know who else can play Captain America really good besides of Chris Evans. Like I'm feeling like Chris Evans just fits in this role than other people. Like I really have no idea who else can play Captain America. Like I can't and stuff. It's crazy enough of John Krasinski was going for the role as well, but Chris Evans got it. Starting off with the movie is where they actually showing what happened in the very end of the movie, where Captain America actually crashed in the ice and stuff, and they went in through the ship where he actually landed. And what they found was a shield with a white star showing that is Captain America's shield. Getting a small glimpse of who is playing Red Skull. John Smith is the guy is in the mask of Red Skull, and he's like a Nazi guy, part of the World War II. This is like similar as Adolf Hitler. Like I have a feeling these two actually work together. Red Skull is actually the person actually started Hydra all this long and stuff, like way back then. Like this is World War II. And he's getting his hand with the Space Stone. So this is the first time we're ever gonna see one of the Infinity Stones in the Marvel history movies. And we're seeing a early Captain America Steve Rogers look, very skinny, like very skinny and stuff. And it's crazy enough of they use CGI in the movie and stuff because they actually have his real face but not his real body, and then put like another person's body on him, and then they also like made him a little bit younger with the face as well, because if you actually see Steve Rogers as a normal size of Chris Evans size, you can kind of see a little bit of the roughery of the facial hair. Like, obviously he's cut up and has a clean shaved face, but you can just kind of see a little hair to it and stuff. So I can see that from when he is like Chris Evans and stuff. But if when they made him like a lot younger, they they just had no facial hair or some way. Feels like he got Grossberg when he like got bigger. And this is the first time we're gonna hear Steve Rogers saying his catchphrase.
You just don't know when to give up, do you?
I can do this all day.
Obviously we have heard of that catchphrase so many times in the Marvel movies.
I can do this all day. I can do this all day. I can do this all day.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It's like literally his thing. And also they made a music Broadway play.
I could do this all day.
Bucky Barnes, Sebastian Stan is the best role actor to play this character again. It's just every single time I see Bucky Barnes in the movie and stuff. Like, I gotta love it. And, and this is when, they started the relationship of Bucky and Steve. I don't know why, but I love this matchup of like friendship comes like together. It's the same thing like, like Tony Stark and Rhodey like together. Steve got help from a doctor, from Dr. Abraham, and fortunately, he was actually working with Smith in the first time, but he definitely helped Steve Rogers put him into the military. Peggy Carter, she's actually a agent, part of Shield, and Commander Chester is the other guy, showing he can be very brave by stepping into a fake grenade. It's not gonna blow up, but he went for it. And he actually took the flag down so he can get a free flight with Peggy and stuff, and fortunately makes Peggy happy because seeing a smart boy wants to go for the girl. Steve Rogers became Captain America. And it's crazy enough at this time is when Howard Stark is also part of this movie, because when we looking back to from Iron Man to Iron Man 2 to Captain America and the First Avengers, all completely different actors playing Howard Stark. If you're looking at Iron Man, different actor. In Iron Man 2, different actor, but this is the actor is going to play Howard Stark in other Marvel movies as well, especially like Avengers Endgame, because that is going to be the same actor where Tony Stark actually like last seen his dad in the past because they time traveled. So it's kind of cool of they even still had that actor to play Howard Stark, and then this is even a much younger actor to play a younger Howard Stark. So it's kind of very interesting, and also the same actor in this movie is played the Howard Stark voice in the What If show. And speaking of What If, because this is also happened again, because in What If episode, Captain Steve Rogers did not become Captain America, and fortunately, Steve Rogers got shot instead than actually Abraham Arkins. Peggy Carter is the one basically stepped up and took the surgeon stuff to make her much bigger, same way as Steve Rogers actually got the surgeon as well, become Captain America and stuff. For in this case, in What If, Peggy Carter became Captain Carter, and now she's like the Captain America woman way or something. And oh my goodness, they made him buff. We like this is the Chris Evans body we are actually looking at. He was smaller, skinny. Now he's buffer and taller. And ooh, all girls want to do this.
How do you feel?
Taller.
You look taller.
Steve went and helped Bucky, and other soldiers were captured from the Hydra people. And when Captain America actually saved all the other people in their own like cage, there is actually a time where people actually did say about when Wolverine Logan supposed to be in this typical like scene where he saved all the people. He's supposed to be in the cage as well, because Wolverine and Captain America are actually in the same war in World War II. at the same time. And now Captain America is like really, really famous. Peggy Carter is like getting in love with him and stuff. And then there's like two other girls they're trying to get into Captain America DMs. Is this girl?
Really, it's not a big deal.
Tell that to their wives.
I don't think they were all married.
You're a hero.
Well, that depends on the definition
The
of
women of America, they owe you their thanks. And seeing as they're not here.
And then this girl, because a lot of people are absolutely saying about this, because this came up in She-Hulk season, where people thought Captain America had died as a virgin and stuff, and then Hulk just says like,
Steve Rogers is not a virgin. He lost his virginity to a girl in 1943 on the USO tour.
Yes, I knew it.
and stuff, and a lot of people are saying he lost the virginity, lost his virginity with this girl and stuff. So Captain America's need a shield, and what he found made by vibranium is actually better than metal. I think that's just the crazy thing ever. He gave it to Howard to make it, and generally and stuff, like paint it or whatever and stuff. So it's kind of crazy enough of Tony Stark's father made the shield for Captain America. When Captain America saved all the other soldiers from that other area, he brought a couple of people in a group and telling them to go back and actually fight Hydra and take them down. Doom Duggan, that's actually a comic book character. Game Jones, Jim Morton James, and Bucky and Captain America all went back to just to fight Hydra. Probably the saddest scene ever of seeing Bucky falling off that train. You know, like Steve is actually really like heartbroken just losing a really good best friend. Like Bucky and Steve were like best friends. And losing your best friend is not good. And then we got the big giant fight against Red Skull and Captain America. And Red Skull actually took the Space Stones, like actually grabbed it in his hand, and then he went through like a portal and disappeared. And besides of that, he sacrificed himself. Fortunately, got cut off of Peggy Carter because gotta need a rain checked that dance they need to do. And waking up in a bed, listening to a radio of a baseball game and stuff, thinking he is still part of the time he is in now and stuff, because World War II just ended after Captain America just died. And the crazy thing is when he was hearing the radio, the baseball game on the radio and stuff, because he actually said he actually was at the game, and that was the year of 1941. I actually know who actually won the year of the World Series in 1941. It was the New York Yankees against the Brooklyn Dodgers. And this is the first time the Dodgers and the Yankees actually face each other in the World Series. By the way, I'm making a baseball channel as well and stuff, so looking forward to that. And also, if why you're thinking how I know the New York Yankees won in 1941, I know all the World Series winners and runner-ups, all of them. 118 World Series, know all of them. And then running into Times Square in New York City and stuff, and Shield, Nick Fury, and all that stuff, telling him, where is he? I don't know. because he was in a coma for 70 years. Well, that is that. I honestly love this movie. Obviously Captain America is my favorite Marvel character, better than Iron Man. That's just my opinion. The only thing I do like Tony Stark, Iron Man, and all that stuff, but I don't know why. I just like Captain America. And we're going to see more and more Captain America in other Marvel movies. I'm super excited to talk about those. Next is actually the Avengers. So it's crazy enough of we're going to get that next. I'm super excited to talk about that. What do you guys think about this movie? You thinking it's like top 10, top 5? Did you enjoy the movie? Did you dislike the movie and stuff? You agree with me Captain America is better than Iron Man? A lot of people are like, really like Iron Man a lot. Trust me, my best friend likes Iron Man. So that is that. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.